Hey everybody, Brandon with Fold Up Games. This is the devlog for working title Moondog and stuff I've been working on. I've been working on a lot of stuff, a lot of programming stuff. So not as much to show off when we do these devlogs. I know everybody probably likes to see what the progress is. We'll see if I can show something. I do have a little bit to show you in the way of market art. So that's a little better, and some new buttons and things like that. As far as coding goes, I moved a lot of code around to like have the suns or the system control now controls the spawn rate of cargo ships because I said they were spawning too fast. So I changed that and gave it a variable per star system so they would have a different spawn rate on cargo ships. So there'll be high shipping in one area, low shipping in another. And I also changed the system size, so I'm going to have bigger star systems instead of being like right next to, when you enter, you can go right into a planet. A little too small, a little too confined. For this initial star system, I want to stay a little confined just because it's your starting area and your engines are going to really be kind of shot. But later on, I want to have bigger star systems for you to have more space to play in. But anyway, some of the art I did here art and coding, is that you can see the scanner art I changed. It used to be bright blue. Now it's dark, and it's got these indicators on them. And this would be like fully working scanners. I might have that as a repair thing. You have to do bit by bit. So it shows 3 different indication points of a sun, of a planet, and of a nearby jump ring. Ta-da! As you can see, and that all works. So that's nice. That's nice. All those indicators work, and I put a long tail on the end of them to deal with the issue that I was having before, to where it's like, okay, well, it's behind me. I can't see it on the scanner because I don't want to take up too much real estate on the screen with like a full circle. And in that case, I would have to make it a small circle. So I want a big scanner, but I don't want to take up the whole screen. So how do I show half a circle and still be able to get the info on it? It's like, oh, it's behind you. Well, I gave it a long tail at the end of it. I like those indicators okay. I kind of wish they would glow a little bit. I don't want to go too crazy on too many glows and things like that because it is supposed to still have that kind of a comic book kind of a look to it. So I don't want to go too far. But speaking of art, I realized the only art I can make is the art that I can make, not the art that I wish I could make or that I think would be ideal in an ideal universe. So I'm going to get off my own back about it, basically. The planet indicator right there shows a planet is nearby. I'm getting pulled in by the sun, and I need to change the way that's programmed. Look at that, it works. I want to change the way it flipped around, the way that's programmed, because I found out if you're on low engines, you could totally get sucked into the sun and you can't get out. And you can see the indicator keeps jumping around to the next nearby planet. Yeah, I want to change the way the getting pulled in by the sun works. Like, even if you have slow engines, you shouldn't just, be doomed to get destroyed. I fixed the black halo around all the sun art too, so a little bit of art tweaks today. I like the way it feels trying to it feels like a skateboard trick here, going around the outside of it, so that's fun. But anyway, that's cool. A couple other programming things I did still here is that shields, if you can watch the shields taking a hit, they used to just bounce down to 0. Now they'll drop to 0. Same thing with tactical. I've got low tactical, but you can watch the needle. It won't jump down, it'll drop down. See? Drops down instead of just jumping down to 0. Yeah, there we go. And we can see that really clearly on the videos where they drop down. So it works more like an actual indicator needle should. Okay, cool. The other thing I started working on that I was pretty happy with, ta-da, market art. So yeah, I started working on this concept. I was messing around. It's a little, I don't know how cartoony I want to go with this. This is looking maybe a little, I'm in a weird spot right now. Some stuff looks a little too realistic and some looks a little too cartoony. So this one could use a little bit more realism, or at least the icons. The icons are going to get updated, but this is all moved into a completely new interface. I was thinking about this retro throwback handheld tablet kind of a concept, so I think that works pretty well, and you can see what it does. It's got a little display screen there, which is the same screen as you had on your ship. It's supposed to be inspired by like a calculator. That's kind of what that is, but you can see all all the information is going to be indicated there, and your current cash is down there. So if I buy pesticide, and then I buy more pesticide came up. I buy some heat coils, and then we can see if I sell it back, it's equal. Sell it back, it's equal. I could buy some more pesticides, and if I sell those back, it's -3, which I was questioning at one of the earlier videos. Okay, why the heck is the first item you can sell it back for equal, but then the second item you can't? And I realized it's not the second item; it's the second item in the category, because there you say that the tech item is equal, but the second tech item you'd be losing if you just try to sell it right back. The reason is because that's the market working and doing what it's supposed to. When I buy things, it shifts the market. And that's what it's supposed to be doing. When you buy items, the demand gets shifted, and when you sell it, the demand gets shifted. So the first item you just bought, the market hadn't really responded to that yet, but the second item is purchased at a different rate than the first one. So if you had 2 items for 600 and you buy it, well, the next item you buy was 610. So your purchase rate was shifted by the act of purchasing. So that messed with your sellback rate. Anyway, the upshot for the player is if you buy an item from a category, the first one you can sell it back 60. If I buy this cosmetics for 60 is what it's doing. If I sell it back, it'll sell it back for 60 because I didn't buy anything else in the retail category. If I buy more retail categories, it'll shift the whole market. Anyway, it's getting a little bit crazy. That's where I am right now, trying to figure this stuff out. Hey, that's making a video game for you. It's going to get down into this thing of, which planets are going to be selling which items and where supply and demand is happening. Part of the plan I'm going to get into is talking about being able to go into a bar and get gossips kind of a thing. So there'll be a bartender standing there, and they might have information like, oh yeah, there's a lot of construction going out in Virga, so yeah, those guys are busy, which would tell you if you're paying attention. Might want to go and buy construction items and sell it there at a profit. Which makes me remember this, by the way. The other thing, it's supposed to be out in this area here. There's going to be like an image of a guy standing here. Somebody leaned over the table. That's the whole plan. Or something of a cargo bay in this case, something appropriate to what you're seeing, but this would be your tablet that you're holding. Anyway, I've rattled on for way too long here, longer than I intended to. Next time I'm going to show you, I've been working on the maintenance bay, new art for it. I went round and round and round trying out new concepts and different things that might work for another approach to maintenance bays, and I was like, okay, I don't know, it's not working for me, and I'm not loving it. I'm not loving it. It didn't seem to get the concept that I was really going for here, and it was just making things more complicated. To be able to like rotate that around and pull different power levels and things of that nature. I don't know. It doesn't do it for me. It's not doing it for me. So I think I'll just stick with what I've got right now as far as the approach to the maintenance bay. That's the plan right now. Stick with that and then fix the art. So I've been working on the art and see if I still love it. I thought I could do something cooler and more diagrammy and different stuff. And then, like I said, I realized I can only make the art that I can make. I can only design the puzzles that I'm capable of designing. And the maintenance bay isn't meant to be a puzzle. It's meant to be something useful for you to understand and to kind of look neat. So I'm in a careful balance. Like I don't want to overcomplicate it and make it hard for the player to understand it. So anyway, that's as far as I've gotten. We'll look more at Maintenance Bay next time. I do have some new art that's kind of cool and inspired by vacuum tubes and stuff. So it's coming together. I'm still fiddling with it today. But anyway, that's all. Hey, I really appreciate it. If you've made it this long through the video, that's really cool of you. I'd appreciate a thumbs up out there or a comment, and I'll reply back. I like hearing from everybody. So if you look forward to the game, let me know. Thanks a lot. You guys have a great day.